place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Captain Prince, I have been idling and awaiting my next order for some time now. Exoskeleton damaged.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
This is exactly what we signed up to do here. If we abandon our mission now, we're giving up on Constellation 2.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Console parts, replacement wires that have burned out, some fixes to the intercom between the station and the lodge. Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it? Great, let's see what you have. See you later.
Sounds like Vladimir could use our help on the station.
Lately, Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation, and remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along with you. Should only be a few years. I don't know if I'll ever get used to being around all these people. Everyone hurrying around, talking, eating, drinking, doing a million things. It's so weird, but kind of exciting at the same time, you know? Going from a planet with a population of 3 to this one is going to take a lot of patience and trust, that's for sure. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it in all my life. Not even in Mom's picture slates. It's almost like a fairy tale. Like it's not real, you know? I'm sure that sounds pretty dumb to you. But hey, I lived in a house made from busted up spaceship parts and trees. Yeah, a little bit. That planet was the only real home that I ever knew. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it feels like I've left my family behind. It was a really tough decision to make. But you and Sarah were right. I had to move on with my life. And hey, one day when I'm old enough, I could always go back for a visit. Well, there's no other people my age here at the lodge, so it's going to be kind of tough. Actually, Noelle is pretty nice. She said she'd teach me some stuff about science. You know, pick up where my mom left off. Besides that, I don't really care if I make friends or not. You and Sarah are the only friends I'll ever really need. Come back and visit me again.
I want you helping Vladimir when you can. We can't find more artifacts without the Eye.
Star Station LO-868. You need the Eye?
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? If you could just give my ingenious software a test run. Just hit the computer over there. I need to be watching on my end. Now that is some fine teamwork. Perfect. Should really help whenever we need to send data back and forth from the lodge.
Lend a hand? Grab a couple of wrenches and let's tighten this equipment down. Well, I'm certain that wasn't supposed to happen. Check with Vladimir?
Oh, sore. One too many squats. You color the wrong wires. Station showing red. Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
Oh, I should have checked the compatibility when we made the order. I can stay with you until we get all this fixed.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the Eye the swords, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time. Don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection. Reached out through my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one. He's got a reputation for seeing the gold in things, but he's no lab coat. Thinking he knows it's unique, but not why. All the more reason to clutch tightly. Left the life of a Jacobons behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sam with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way, so make sure you're ready. Give me the nod when you can.
Report to unknown vessel. Please acknowledge. This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system. No, it gave our passengers a bit of a scare, but the ship's A-okay. You and me both. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
activated colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are clear to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
So, need you and Sam to get... As we always say, each member of Constellation is their own conscience. I'll leave the details of the doing to you. Catch a smile out there.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes. My life is an open book. Well, mostly open. Well, just ask. Later. This.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever. Have any new books for me? Read any good books lately?
Never. Still need to... Found one. Easy as a needle in the stack. Hope those powers you're getting to overinflate you. Got enough egos in Constellation.
books lately? Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like, a lot.
Suit's reporting all things green. Let's roll.
Just look at it. Who exactly built this? I mean, did the Starborn build it? If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is a sign of alien life. Hell, it may still be a sign of that.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
We'd be dust, except for the show.
If you get the credits, we got what you need. Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already? Some middle manager type? Like 90% of everybody I deal with. Listen, you may need to impress your boss and all, but I don't care. Let's just get this done as efficiently as possible, and I'll just tell everybody how amazing you were. You don't? Wait, you're a solo outfit, aren't you? Okay. Nice. Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and on time. Listen, this whole system was nothing until Ron Hope came here. He gave us a purpose, a mission. Something we could be proud of. To us, this job is life. And the quality of what we make shows it. A smart person chooses substance over form every time. Sound familiar? So what are you in the market for? I worked the freight lines flying a Hope Tech ship for near a decade. Gertrude saw me through plenty of scrapes and just hard travel. Hope Tech ships will save your life. It did mine. Our motto is, "They're trucks in space." And captains pushing freight through the systems are our bread and butter. But Hope Tech builds solid. A lot of formidable scout ships and even military rigs use Hope Tech. You have a good day. Can I help you? Right away.
Just waiting on a credit check. Bureaucracy, right?
Our motto is, "They're trucks in space." Really, you need to hear Mr. Hope say it. How can I direct you? If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available. Miss Anaya can take care of you. She's to my left on this floor. Have a nice day.
No loitering. Now move it. You need help with something? That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming from someone I don't even know. I'd like to help, but if I handed over this card, then it's my job that's on the line. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card. If you want a security keycard, you better get proper authorization. And in that case, I hope you're ready to have... You sure you belong here? Can I help you? Sorry, but... if saving your... I thought I made myself clear. Maybe I can make an exception. What did I do to deserve this? Fine, the key's yours. Just remember to bring it back or I'm reporting you.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks.
Hey there. Got that key card for me? Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better. We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
Easy to be discreet at the lounge. Everybody's too busy indulging their vices.
Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him. If you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Ryujin. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us. The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. Infinity Ltd is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their financial manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean. We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity Ltd slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity Ltd slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? Business executives aren't going to take advice from just anyone. Show up looking like an Ebbside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you. I I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astor Lounge distract you too much.
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system? Mr. Joe won't be happy about that.
Is this some sort of stunt gone wrong?
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is
You can get personal treatment products, so you can take
What can Reliant Medical do for you? You're looking a bit worse for wear. I'm sure we can get you fixed up with... If you need help, remember Reliant.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volog. Your original. Bored. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see?
Benjamin Bayou is so not compensating for anything. You don't mean Astral Lounge. I mean, confession time, I used to blow off some steam there. Bad idea.
yourself a treat. It's time to party.
someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape? I could tell from the look of that suit, you are dressed to impress. I doubt the people we are meeting will look half as good. That would be Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. A fair point. The heavy lifting would certainly fall to us. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
The music is amazing! Oh, man.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Ain't that the truth? And especially so for business meetings. You want to impress a client? The Astro Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
You need something? If you're sure you don't need backup.
Ever run to spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers.
Any day you make it through is a victory. On it.
I feel like I know you. I'm a little zoned right now. So, let's take it slow, okay? Zone safe.
Good.
Oh, I don't see what the big deal is. It's all
Since I was a kid. I haven't felt so guilty since I was a kid.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
So you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Advanced training to ensure young and life. You are the best. Don't just like take heart as outfitters. If we don't have it, we can get it. And if we can,
I hope you have some good news for me. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
We made it look easy. That's because of the skills.
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Well, that makes one of us. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions. Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception. ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction. Nice to see you don't need any extra motivation. Not all of our operatives are thrilled with the idea of these assignments. And I know you've heard this before, but take care to not get caught. We don't want to give any room for authorities to suspect foul play.
To think one man made all of this. Nothing was here until Ron Hope.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't... We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever. Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
If you're looking to make a purchase, I don't handle that personally. Inaya Raymond should be able to help you. Do you mind? I'm a very busy man.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech, if you'll excuse me.